Hey guys, happy Thursday. Today we have for you a Fight Gone Bad style workout. So we have 5 rounds of jumping lunges, toes to bar, and push-ups. So you're going to do 45 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest. So yay for rest, right? So we're gonna rotate through that 5 times. So you'll be hitting each station 5 times. You'll need to throw 15 minutes on that clock. If you have a fancy timer, you can figure out how to do that 45 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest. Alrighty, for our warm-up today, we have 6 dynamic lunges, 6 inchworms out to Supermans, 10 jumping air squats, and then just to get that blood pumping, we're gonna get you to finish off with a 2-minute jog or skip. For our scaling options today, we have, if you can't do jumping lunges, we're gonna do stationary or walking lunges, and from there we go down to step-ups. So if you can't lunge, step-ups always a great option. From toes to bar, most of you don't have access to a rig, so you can't do the hanging toes to bar, which is fine. You can do hanging knee raises if you have a rig. If you don't have a rig, lying down toes to bar is a great option, as are sit-ups, okay? And if you can't do those beautiful plank push-ups on the floor, let's try those on the box today or against a wall. That way we can still perfect that nice plank positioning, keeping those elbows in nice and tight to our sides. Alrighty, nice up on those tippy toes. And that's, in my opinion, the fastest way to get to our beautiful plank push-ups. Alrighty, I think that's it. We'll demo some of those movements for you and have a great time.
All right, guys, for warm-up today, right, we're going to start off with dynamic lunge. So that's a big knee hug. Notice she takes a great big step out. She's going to go knee to the ground because she's more flexible than I am. Right? After that, she's going to take one hand up to the sky and reach as high as she can. Give a high five because we lift together. And then she's going to lift the other hand up. Right? You're reaching for the sky. You're not reaching behind you. So make sure you're reaching to the ceiling. Right? If you're in the house. Right? After that dynamic lunge, she's going to come back. Stand up, and then she's going to hug the other side. So we're switching. Right? If you don't have a lot of room, just turn around. Right? If the hands down to the ground are enough, if this position is enough, stay there. If you don't need more, that's fine. If you're flexible and you need more, it's the inside elbow to the inside toe. Right? And then we're going to take one hand up to the sky and repeat just like we did on the other side. Right? The other hand up, high five your neighbor. Right? From a distance. Right? After that, we're going to go with 6 inchworms, right? So in today's inchworm, we're going to do it a little bit different. She's going to inch her way out, and then she's going to go down to the ground, and she's going to give me a Superman. In a Superman, she's squeezing her back and her bum as much as she can, right? She's trying to get as much distance between her toes and her fingers as she can. Come all the way back, all the way up to a stand, and then out again. So inchworm out, lay right down to the ground. Stretch your fingers and toes as far away as you can and lift them up. Superman, right? And then come on back. After that, we're going to go with an air squat, right? A jumping air squat. So all the air squat rules apply. So she's going to keep her knees out. She's going to keep her back nice and tight. She's going to stay active in the bottom of this. When she comes up, we're looking for a little hop off the ground. All right? So you're going to go 10 jumping air squats. Right? Easy peasy. After that, right, you're going to finish with either a 2-minute jog, right? You can do a jog in the spot if you don't have anywhere to go. If you're outside and the weather's nice again, you can go for a 2-minute jog up and down the street. Or if you got a skipping rope, you can go 2 minutes of skipping, right? That would also work. All right, guys. All right, guys, for our WOD movements today, right? That first up is that jumping lunge. So a nice long stance just like you normally would. You can start by stepping into it if you want. And then when you come up, you're going to fully extend. You're going to come off the ground. You're going to switch one foot to the other in front. You're going to go back down with as much control as you can so you're not slamming that knee into the ground. Right? So that's what a jump switch would look like. Right? For our toes to bar today, if you have like the access to a bar for our toes to bar, right? I think she's saying that if you had to scale the jumping lunge, if they were too much for you, you could just do a stationary lunge. That would be more than fine, right? If lunges don't work, right? And you have a set of stairs or a box, you could swap this one for a step up today. Very similar movement pattern, right? Next movement would be a toes to bar. If you have access, right, to a toe to bar, right, you could actually hop up and get in some toes to bar today, right? Just like that. It'd be awesome. Ta-da! Right? If the bar isn't an option, which it isn't for a lot of us, the lying down toes to bar would be an excellent option. Right? With that lying down toe to bar, you can anchor yourself with a pole if you've got it, with a kettlebell, with a dumbbell. The door frame would work good too. Right? So what she's doing is she's pulling her knees into her chest. She's rolling up her lower back, and then she's having a kick at the pole. Right? Remember to come back the opposite way. So you're bending your knees, right? You're lowering yourself down. You're extending your feet all the way up in between those reps. Try not to do them with straight legs, right? If you're nice and flexible, you can get away with it, right? But I want the knee up, reach version. That would be more similar to what you're doing here. And work the similar muscles and engage your lats when you pull up for that, right? Next up, right? If you can't do a lying toe bar, right, you could do a hanging knee raise or a sit up if you needed a scaled back version today, right? Last of our 3 movements today would be the push up. If you've got rocking push ups, right, we would be on the ground. So with a nice straight line, shoulder, hip, and stay up for me please, shoulder, hip, right, down on the toes, right? She's gonna keep her elbows in, or when she goes down, her shoulder's gonna go forward a little bit as she descends down to the ground. And she's going to come back up. You can see that rock in there a little bit, right? Staying nice and tight, keeping your core engaged, keeping your hips up, right? Having that little hollow position, right? If you don't have the push-ups right from the ground, if we're not full RX with our push-ups yet, right? If you have a box, a table, a shelf, something between the ground and fully standing, right? She can keep that nice same plank. You're going to see a lot of the carry over from the other movement, right? The elbows staying nice and tight. She's lowering all the way down till her chest touches, right? If she was coaching you, she would say under boob, right? Is where you want to touch that box and pressing up, right? This way you're still in a nice tight plank going for the same full motion, right? If you don't have anything in between, you could take it right to a wall and do wall push-ups, right? So they would work very similar. She's trying to keep a straight line. She's pressing in. In this case, she will have to move her face away from the wall a little bit.
Get your face out the way.
Right? But it would still work. Right? Those are your movements today. Have fun with it.